planner friends, it's Nia. Welcome back to Life with Nia. This is another installment of the 2022 budget planner series. I decided to change it up because as we near the end of the year, I want to try to get as close to actual numbers as possible. So instead of doing my annual budget today, and the business budget tomorrow. Today I'm going to do debt, like my least favorite thing to talk about. And I'm not sure what tomorrow's video is going to be. Probably emergency fund, maybe savings and savings challenges. So it'll be one of those two things. And I've kind of figured out like what the series is going to completely entail. So it's all the same things as last year, but what I think I'm adding is a 2021 savings challenge review and then an entire 2021 budget review. So we'll look back at last year's series, what our goals were as it relates to the savings challenge and our budget for the year, and review where we came in at. And that will kind of wrap up the end of the 2022 series with that reflection. So, to recap, we have talked about tools and resources, and I am using an Erin Condren monthly planner. I added the maximum number of extra sheets, which is 80. It's actually 40 sheets, but front and back is 80 pages, or 80 sheets, I guess, 40 pages. I don't know, however you want to look at it. It's never enough paper. So that is what we are working in here to put all of our annual budget together. Monthly, I use this as well, along with the Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck workbook. And this is how I track my paycheck and bills, expenses, where all of the money is going, savings, all that good stuff. And one of my goals in the new year is to use this more, I don't want to say the way it was intended because I've tweaked it to work for me and that works great, but I don't use all of the pages and I want to use the things back here. I started out really good using them, like the spending comparison and where did my money go, and then I just sort of fell off, so I want to get back into doing that. So we've covered those tools. I call them tools, the planners. And then resources, I get a lot of the freebies off of the Budget Mom website. Also debt-free charts, which you will see some of the charts that I have used here. Stickers are primarily going to come from my own shop, which is Studio Blisco. So if you like the stickers that you are seeing, that is where you can find those. These are the videos in the series that we've already done. So goals and 22 things in 2022. We have also done sinking funds for 2022. And we have done, is that it? I think that's it. So we've done those two. Today we're going to work on debt. So I've got my debt tracker set up on this side, and I've got a visual tracker set up on this side. This is from Debt-Free Charts, and I'll talk more about that in just a second. Let me make sure I haven't done anything else. Yeah, okay. So last year, as a little recap, we did something similar. I changed the functional washi strip. So it said creditor, due date, minimum due, remaining. I've changed it to creditor, interest rate, minimum due, remaining. I think people are interested in interest rate. I'm not interested in due date or interest rate. I don't use this column for that purpose. What I have written in pencil, just sort of small, for certain debts is an 11-month extra, which is an extra amount to get it paid down in 11 months. So I'll talk more about that in just a second. So that's what I'm going to actually use the column for and not the interest rate. So these were the debts that I had listed last year, and I'm not going to go all through them. You can watch the video if you're interested. Discover and Quicksilver were paid off. I have used them again, so you're going to see them again on this new 2022 tracker. However, like Discover, I think I'm going to write in pencil because it was used with the intent to pay it off before the next billing cycle. So I don't think it will actually be something that I take into 2022, but I want to write it down, and it's debt right now. The other thing is last year I did what I called focus debt, and it's the debt that I'm focusing on. So I do have some tax debt that I'm not focusing on. It's being paid, but it's not part of this whole thing. And then I have debt, student loan debt, that I haven't been focusing on because we've been in forbearance because of RORO. So, I can't even look at my balance. It should not have changed because we had no interest, no payments. Nothing should be changing over the last year because of the forbearance. But they're in the process of transferring it to a new lender because Fed Loan is getting out of business. So it shows 0. I wish that was accurate. Anyway, so I'm going to write it down, but we're not focusing on that in 2022 either. I don't even know what my payment's going to be. Like, I know what it was before everything happened, but I'll have to recertify, and so I'm not able to get really good numbers at this point because of that. And truthfully, I try to be unbothered about it because it's just going to be there for a while. So, for this month, I feel like my light is always horrible. For this year, we're going to again do focus debt. Last year our focus debt total was $42,749.66. There are some numbers here that I am going to write in pencil because we have 10 days left in the month, and there are payments that have not come out yet and that will be made before the year starts, and so those items may not actually be a part of 2022, or the amount may be significantly less, and I want to try to be as accurate as possible. So we're going to start with we're just going to go ahead and do it in pen. We're going to start with Discover, and right now the minimum due is $20. The balance is $344. And then Capital One Quicksilver. I don't have a minimum due because I've been just paying insane amounts to get it back paid off. But there's a $1,600 balance on it. I'm also not doing these in snowball order, which might bother some people, but there's a method to my madness, and so that's what we're going to work with. Next, we're going to do Klarna. So this is, hopefully we pay this off and we just leave Klarna and Klarna's Pleasant Afterpay alone. Klarna, I probably will be very close to being paid off before the year starts. Afterpay, not so much. So $275 and $11.61. That was Black Friday. Let's just keep it real. Okay, so next we have a loan payment, and that is a minimum of $28.27, and $153 is the balance. That may also be paid off before the new year. Okay, and then I have 4 debts, but I'm going to go ahead and make it 5 that are on my goals to pay off in 2022. And so I'm going to group those together. That is Ulta, PayPal, my Mac computer, Kohl's, and my Capital One Platinum card. The minimum due for Ulta is $29. The balance is $145. That's another one that we may just knock out before the new year. Minimum is $40 for PayPal, and the balance is $931. The minimum for the Mac is $70, and $1405 is what's due. Kohl's is $24.38. No. Kohl's is $24.38. The minimum is $72. It was only a matter of time before I wrote it in the wrong column. So 72. And then the Platinum card is 25, and the balance is 227. Okay, so what I want to do is just sort of put a box around these. Like, what is the point of having a ruler if you're not going to draw a straight line? So these are ones that I am going to really be focusing on this year. And this is where this 11-month extra comes in, because let's see, if I want to so if I want to pay off the Mac in 11 months, the payment would be, and this is like seriously rough math, okay, so it may not exactly be right because I didn't factor in interest, but it should be pretty close. So the payment would be $130. Kohl's, the payment would be $225. PayPal, the payment would be $85. And I did not calculate Ulta, and I did not calculate, actually I did calculate the Platinum card, so $45. I didn't calculate Ulta because I could literally pay that today. So that is how I'm working with that group of items. Okay, so next we have Navy Federal. And that card is $120. And the balance is $59.10. And then we have a loan, and that is $116.74, and the balance is $45.64. Okay, and then we have our car, and the payment is $523.21, and the balance is $14,671. Okay, I think I got everything. Let me just make sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna put $215,999, which was what it was last year for the student loans. I can't, like I said, I can't look it up, and I can't look up the tax info right now, so I don't know what those balances are, but I'm not really worried about them. We're going to, again, do our focus debt, which should be just under 34,000. So 344, 1,600. Okay, we're going to learn to use a calculator. 275, 1161, 153, 145, 931, 1405, 2438, 227, 5910, 4564, and 14671 is 33,824. Now again, that's not my total debt because I owe $250,000 to the student loan people. But that is our focus debt for 2022, 33,824, which is these things here, with the goal of paying these 5 off in the middle. And I mean, honestly, all of this should be gone. This should all be wiped out, leaving me at the end of the year with a car payment, this loan payment, and Navy Federal. That's what we're working towards. Okay, so over here on this tracker, I have 34,000 here, which is where we're going to almost be starting. We're starting at 33,824, which is rounded up after some interest kicks in, is probably going to be 34,000. That's hard to see. It's in pencil. I'm going to go back and fill it in later. But that is where we'll be starting approximately in January. And so I'm going to color all of these in. And hopefully, as we do a chart over the next year, we will see this number coming down. So that is the purpose of this savings tracker. It is only looking at the focus debt. I will have trackers for student loans and other things separated from this. I also will have my trackers, so I've got them all printed out and set up. What I do is I print them at like 70 or 75% to fit in a 7x9 planner. And so I've got my trackers here for like the various credit cards, and I've got my pages. Petey says hi. Where I'm going to put them at, but I don't want to put them down yet because it makes the planner bulky in the back and hard to write. And so as we continue to go through these series, I want to be able to fill things out on camera without it being difficult. But I do have all the little trackers ready to go, and I will fill those in and add them in later. I also am not sure exactly like which ones I want to put down. So like I have a place for Quicksilver, but if I pay that off super quick, I'm not going to do that. It's a waste of a page. Same thing with like the Platinum card. I have that over here. If I get that paid off super quick, I don't want to put it down. So that is the plan for that. And then I can track those debts individually as well with a visual tracker. And let me just show you like one that I used for last year. So this is what I did last year. I also did focus debt. So it was 42,749. So the goal would be to be at 32. As you can see, we're at 33. So we're not gonna, unless, I mean, this could change over the next 10 days. It's going to change. It's going to go down. So we may meet it. I should have wrote that in pencil. I forgot to go back and do pencil, but we may meet it. We may get down to 32,749. So 42,749, 32,749 would be the goal, because the goal was 10,000 paid off in 2021. So what I was going to show you is I did a tracker for each card or loan or whatever, and so that it'll be set up similar. We'll do a similar type of tracker for each one, and we will color those in as we go. It's nice to, nice to have the visual. So that is the debt plan for 2022. Let me know down in the comments if you have debt, and if you have a debt payoff plan. Let me know if you have any questions regarding my debt payoff plan or suggestions. I'm open to suggestions, but like I said, there is a method to my madness, so I think I know what I'm doing and doing what I plan to do. But someone may have an awesome idea, so I'm always open to it. I hope that you enjoyed this video and got some ideas for planning in your own planner and setting up your own budget. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.